Respected dear youngsters, salutations to the Lord in you, to the great prospectus, citizen of the whole universe in you, a spiritual great giant in you, a great contribution to the society in you. Welcome. As we have 2 minutes of initial discussion, it is as a human being with the given so many of beautiful faculties, resources, in spite of everything odd in and around, we should be able to create opportunities for our own progress and success. Having this opportunity, this ability, capacity given, instead of that, in our own inadvertence, ignorance, stupidity, when we forego or lose or don't care the given opportunities in our life for our own excellence, how much wrong we are doing, we must know. So, as youngsters, if you really want to make your life beautiful and glorious, which will not happen accidentally, you have to seize the existing opportunities and you have to look for the opportunities everywhere. Even if they are not there, you should be able to create your own. That is the genius. And our own inner mind intellect, which are not matured or very raw, very worldly, very misguided by the world around, doesn't understand these things. And you are here in Gita class. So these things are told to you, explained to you, inspiration is given to you, information is given to you, possibility is told to you. Divine is always there to help and guide when you really understand and take the initiative to encash the given opportunities as well as create the opportunities. That alertness is called human evolution. Isn't it that really putting the effort is called the fulfillment in life? It doesn't happen accidentally. Nobody, by being lazy or missing all the opportunities, has become great in this world who have achieved for themselves and the world at large. Only they could do it because they are intellectual, they are conscious, they are aware, they are alert, they are responsible for their life. They want to give meaning to their life, fulfillment to their life. They doesn't want it to squander or waste the life as you and I do in petty paltry, small, meaningless things which even animals can do. Such giants, they are never allowed any of these things to overpower, and therefore they are fully alert and agile for the opportunities, for the abilities. Mixing both of them, using the ability and opportunities, they went on creating things for themselves and the world. Some people did one thing, some did two, some did three, some have done 10, some are going on doing it. In cash opportunity, do the best for the oneself and also for the world. Now you have to look what are the opportunities that are widely spread in front of you and match them with your own talents, abilities, and just keep on working. You work on it. I'm not telling it in the vagueness because you're not in front of me, which field you are in, what nature you are, what aged you are, what temperament you are. All of that I don't know. Therefore, specifically, I can't guide. But generally, this is how the life is made beautiful. Life is made fruitful. Life is made joyful. Life is made successful. Life is made cheerful. Life is made blissful for anyone, not only you, to everybody, including the speaker. So, therefore, be alert about the opportunities that are presented. Don't squander them because of extrovertedness, won't squander them because of laziness. Find your own techniques. One effective technique is work first, sleep next. Work first, entertainment next. Work first, nonsense next. In this way, focus first on the work in the hands of using the opportunities, using the abilities, and performing. Like I just felt like having lunch. I said, first let me have Geetha class. Let it take some time. Yeah, hungry, never mind. कभी कभी हो जाता है ना, empty stomach whole day, how does it matter? But work is first. When I give importance to my work first, not the bhoga, then I myself will be able to achieve. If I go on giving priority importance to everything else and not the work always gets stagnant or postponed or never accomplished or performed. ये वाला एक trait है. Like this, as many as possible, you can think, contemplate upon the possibilities and opportunities. Clear? So with that, we just leave you in the topic. Let us start with our next three things. Our the Shanti mantra chantings, then the Rudra chanting, as well as our Gita study, Hanuman'S Trikala Smaranam. Okay. Gather yourself, develop that concentration, focus power, chant Om three times with the meaning in the mind. Chant Sahana Bhavatu Gurur Brahma. For your sake, those two mantras today I will repeat. First, Om can be chanted together thrice. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu. Om Sahanavavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः संकल्प ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः गीता मात्रे नमः वेदव्यास महर्षे नमः समस्त गीता आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां साधनानां योग वेदांत भक्त्यादि प्रक्रियाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्व व्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां भक्तानाम् आचार्याणां गुरूणां संस्थानां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां शिष्याणां सेवकानां च पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि सत् संपदा शक्ति साधना सानुकूलतानां प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्तयुवानां सङ्कल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये धर्मभक्ति देशभक्ति मातापितृभक्ति सनातन धर्मभक्ति भगवद्भक्ति गुरुभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति सेवा भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं नमक प्रश्नस्य दशमोनुवाकस्य पारायणं गीता त्रयोदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं तदनन्तरं श्री आंजनेय स्वामिनः त्रिकालस्मरणान्तर्गत प्रथममन्त्रस्य पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ चमकप्रश्नः दशमः अनुवाकः as we are doing every day wonderful Vedic chanting my dear friends Just have the book in front of you, take part, enjoy it. 10th Anuvaka. After this, the 11th, thereafter we have Falashruti. That will be done in 3 days. Start. ॐ गर्भाश्च मे वत्साश्च मे त्र्यविश्च मे त्र्यवीच मे दित्यवाच्च मे दित्यौही च मे पञ्चाविश्च मे पञ्चावीच मे त्रिवत्सश्च मे त्रिवत्सा च मे तुर्यवाच्च मे तुर्यौही च मे पष्ठवाच्च मे पष्ठौही च म उक्षा च मे वशा च म वृषभश्च मे वेहच्च मे नड्वाञ्च मे धेनुश्च म आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पतामपानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां व्यानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतागं श्रोत्रं यज्ञेन कल्पतां मनो यज्ञेन कल्पतां वाग् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पतां यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम्. Again, गर्भाश्च मे वत्साश्च मे त्र्यविश्च मे त्र्यवी च मे दित्यवाच्च मे दित्यौही च मे पञ्चाविश्च मे पञ्चावी च मे त्रिवत्सश्च मे त्रिवत्सा च मे तुर्यवाच्च मे तुर्यौही च मे पष्ठवाच्च मे पष्ठौही च म उक्षा च मे वशा च म वृषभश्च मे वेहच्च मे नड्वाञ्च मे धेनुश्च म आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पतामपानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां व्यानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतागं श्रोत्रं यज्ञेन कल्पतां मनो यज्ञेन कल्पतां वाग् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पतां यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम्. Once more. गर्भाश्च मे वत्साश्च मे त्र्यविश्च मे त्र्यवी च मे दित्यवाच्च मे दित्यौही च मे पञ्चाविश्च मे पञ्चावी च मे त्रिवत्सश्च मे त्रिवत्सा च मे तुर्यवाच्च मे तुर्यौही च मे पष्ठवाच्च मे पष्ठौही च म उक्षा च मे वशा च म वृषभश्च मे वेहच्च मे नड्वाञ्च मे धेनुश्च मायुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पतामपानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां व्यानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतागश्रोत्रं यज्ञेन कल्पतां मनो यज्ञेन कल्पतां वाग् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पतां यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम्. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As I was telling you many a times, these Omkara chanting, other mantra chanting, Veda mantra chantings are the opportunities we are giving to ourselves to beautify ourselves, divinize ourselves, tune ourselves to the divinity, to develop the single pointedness. Like that, so many are the benefits in this. So, to be in touch with the Lord, in touch with our Sanatana Dharma Shastras, and invoking the grace of the Rishi and Muni, how many benefits are there? All these investments are the ones which, in turn, in long term, are going to help us, bless us. Just like the bads we do have their own time to attack us and trouble us, so to the goods are the ones which when we do are in right time come and help us in sorting out the issues or problems in achieving the goals. Okay. So don't be like the misguided Indian youth of neglecting or feeling what I say, what is that? Negative feeling about our own Shastras, our own Sanatana Dharma, our own Bhagwan and Avataras, our own Gurus, our own beautiful way of lifestyle of Sanatana Dharma Sampradaya. उसमें से बाहर आ जाओ. Come out of that delusion, that intoxication, that sedation induced into us by the other religious people of Christians, Mughals, and Britishers, and all our education systems. They all have together successfully destroyed the hearts of all of us, making us purely materialistic, taking from us the great divine Sanatana Dharma. This is a very, very important, crucial thing. One of the purpose of our efforts of Gita is this also, along with empowering you with Gita Jnanam so that you can become successful in your life. So never neglect, never insult, never feel low about these things. They are the highest. The whole world, whether they accept or not, all so-called religions, they know they all are rooted in Hinduism only. Whatever small little they have, they have learned from here. Ours is vast, infinite, ocean-like. Jealous of us, they try to destroy by destroying our faith about our own religion. We are also becoming Bhautikavadin, materialistic, and crooked cross questioning fellows without practicing, without studying, only objecting, questioning we do about our own dharma. Why do I go to temple, Swamiji? Like that 10 years you ask, why don't you go every week for 5 years and see? You yourself know the result of it. No? बिना कुछ किए हम ना प्रश्न पूछते ही सारे मौका गवाते हैं. बेवकूफ नंबर वन. If any people are there in world are our Hindus, especially youth, you are the stupid youngsters. Come out of that nonsense, study Shastra, gain the knowledge, put it in practice, grow in life. Along with that, custodian, become the custodians to our own Shastras and Dharma. That is the greatest gift you can give to the Rishi Parampara of the Lord, even to yourself. Okay. Now we have done our Vedic chanting. Let us come to our Geetha Adhyanam. That was our marathon, around 10 to 12 days of effort and study, wherein thoroughly we have gone through the 20 values that are told to us in this 13th chapter Gita. Gita from chapter 1 we started studying way back 436 days. From then every day without break. 2 days break came because of health issue. Otherwise हर दिन हम पढ़ते आए. Chapter 1 onwards 12 we concluded, 13th we are in. So Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Karma Sannyasa Yoga, Atma Samyama Yoga, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Akshara Parabrahma Yoga, Rajavidya Rajavidya Yoga, Vibhuti Yoga, Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. All of them are seen. अगर आप नहीं आए, आप भूल गए, मैं क्या करूं? At least now be regular. Now we are into 13th chapter, which is the first of the Jnana Shatkam. First 6 are called Karma Shatkam, second 6 are called the Bhakti Shatkam. Now it is Jnana Shatkam. Among the 6, the first chapter is Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. In that, our intellects are given knowledge regarding two things which are mixed up, and we are told to separate them, and we are told to identify with the truth, real, the one which is an asset, and we are told to detach from that which is a liability, which is unreal, which is binding, which is giver of misery. In that context, we have seen, as asked by Arjuna, Bhagavan given answer, Kshetra and Kshetrajna Vibhaga Visa. And 100 times it was repeated. This is what Kshetra, I am the Kshetrajna. As a Kshetrajna, I am only the knower of it. I need not be influenced by anything that's happening in the Kshetra. That is how one frees oneself from the bondage of Kshetra and feels the joy of being liberated. All that we saw exhaustively. You must listen our earlier classes. Every class is hardly 20-25 minutes. उससे पहले वाला चैंटिंग बाकी चैंटिंग मिला के 1 घंटा वो सब आप कट करो. ओनली द लेक्चर यू लिसन. Okay. After those things are done, kshetra kshetra vigna vibhaga, to prepare us to understand the knowledge of the true self or reality, Bhagavan told us to practice 20 values. If we don't do anything practically, then we only remain theory mongers. That theory never stays with us because we never practiced, we were never qualified, we never did sadhana, we never experienced. तो ये वैल्यूज भी कॉन्शियसली समझकर प्रैक्टिस करते जाना. सम ऑफ देम आर टू बी डन एवरी डे, लाइक आचार्य उपासना इत्यादि. सम आर डन आर occasionally. अध्यात्म ज्ञान नित्यत्व तत्व ज्ञानार्थ दर्शनम, ये तो हमको हर दिन करना ही पड़ेगा. So what were those 5 slokas in which 20 values were told? Amanitvamadam vitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham stairyamaatma vinigraha. 9 values. Indriyartheshu vairagyam anahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarshanam. 3. Asaktirana vishwangah putradara gruhadishu nityam cha samachittatvam ishtanitropapattishu. 3. मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यविचारिणि विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जन संसदि. Again 3. Then अध्यात्मज्ञाननित्यत्वं तत्त्वज्ञानार्थदर्शनम् एतद् ज्ञानमिति प्रोक्तम् अज्ञानं यततोऽन्यथा. 2. So 9, 3, 3, 3, 2, 20 total values. In that, toward the last shloka, second line, Bhagavan says, Etat jnanam iti proktam. So this is wisdom, this is the wise way of living. This way living alone is the sign of maturity. That alone balances your work outside. That alone brings peace, quietude, and contentment inside because you have lived a noble life. That alone purifies your heart, and that purified heart alone is able to contemplate on what we are going to tell, the metaphysic subject of the pure Paramatman Atman, or the Lord, or the Self, or reality, or the truth, or the Brahman, whichever the name you give it to. Okay? Etad jnanam iti proktam ajnanam yadatah anyatha. So this is the jnanam. This is the understanding. This is the way the life has to be lived with these values. Ajnanam yadatah anyatha. Other than this is ajnanam. Because of that, one side we never become qualified for the higher evolutionary truth. Second side, under the influence of this ajnanam, we keep on doing opposite things of these values, thus add to the miseries to our own life. जो अज्ञानी है वो गलत करेगा, फल गलत मिलेगा उसका. अज्ञानी है तो सही करेगा, सही कर्म का फल हमेशा सही ही होता है. Okay, with this jnanam also is concluded. Now in the next shloka, 13th onwards, Bhagavan will talk in 3 or 4 shlokas about, as it was asked by Arjuna, about Gneya vastu. Gneya means worthy of knowing thing. Okay, as we see the shlokas and develop the thought, we try to explain in as clear categorical terms as possible. How much ever simply, clearly, with logics, explanations, the speaker may speak. Your ability, your present position, your application are the ones which decide whether you understood or not. है ना? आपका एक लेवल होना चाहिए, आपका एक एफर्ट होना चाहिए, तब जा करके समझ में आएगा. You have not understood means either the due efforts you have not put or you don't deserve. तुम छोटे नीचे लेवल के हो. Like a class 4th child cannot be told Pythagoras theorem. He is at the low level. He cannot be taught straight away with electronics and all. बताओ तो भी उसको आएगा नहीं समझ. Or a student in the graduate level also has not at all understood the taught electronics. Why? Because he has not applied himself. So either incapacity or non-application. These are the two reasons because of which we fail to gain the knowledge or wisdom. After gaining again, whether we practice or not, it depends on how we are slaves to the world, how we are slaves to our senses and body, how much we are stupid in our own life, because of which, even though having known good things, knowledge, we don't implement. That also another problem we have to keep in mind and sort it out. My life is only this. Study Shastras from the Gurus and Acharyas, learn from them how the life has to be lived, and live life like that. And while living so, any inner and outer obstacles come, I'll be able to surmount them, I'll be able to defeat them. ये है अपना जिंदगी होना. So let us chant today 12th श्लोका. एक ही देखेंगे आराम से ही. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीगीता शरणं मम, श्रीव्यासा शरणं मम, श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम. ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः. क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगः. त्रयोदश श्लोकः. श्री भगवानुवाच. 4 times plus 2 times. ज्ञेयं यत्तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि, ज्ञेयं यत्तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि, ज्ञेयं यत्तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि, ज्ञेयं यत्तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि, यत् ज्ञात्वामृतमश्नुते, यत् ज्ञात्वामृतमश्नुते, यत् ज्ञात्वामृतमश्नुते, यत् ज्ञात्वामृतमश्नुते. अनादिमत् परं ब्रह्म, अनादिमत् परं ब्रह्म, अनादिमत् परं ब्रह्म, अनादिमत् परं ब्रह्म. न सत्तन्नासदुच्यते, न सत्तन्नासदुच्यते, न सत्तन्नासदुच्यते, न सत्तन्नासदुच्यते. Together twice. Shri Bhagavanuvacha. Gneyam yattat pravakshyami, yad jnatvaamrutamashnuते, अनादिमत् परं ब्रह्म, न सत्तन्नासदुच्यते. श्रीभगवानुवाच ज्ञेयं यत् तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि यत् ज्ञात्वामृतमश्नुते अनादिमत् परं ब्रह्म न सत्तन्नासदुच्यते. Now very attentively, carefully, as every day, listen. Bhagavan says vakshyami, then he says pravakshyami. So prakarshena prakruštena vakshyami. Vakshyami means I am speaking out to you. I am telling you. I am explaining to you. I know. And pravakshyami is prakarshena. I'll try my best to drill this knowledge into your heart with all the required clarities, details, authorities. That is called pravakshyami. Okay, what are you going to tell to me, O Lord, with all details? Bhagavan says, Tat, that one. What is that one? That which is always talked as that. And second thing is that which you asked in the beginning. Out of the six things, one thing. And what is one thing? Gneyam. Gneyam tat pravakshyami. So, tat gneyam pravakshyami. That gneyam, which is always referred as that, and that gneyam, which is asked by you about it, pravakshyami, I am going to speak to you. Okay. Now, what is gneyam literally means the thing to be known. The thing to be known. Thing to be known. So, and that word yat makes it more stronger. Okay. Together, if you see it, you can feel the meaning of it. Like yat gneyam tat pravakshyami. Yat gneyam, that which is a worthy of knowing, which is must to be known, tat. Tat means that pravakshyami in all its exhaustive details, I am going to tell you. So, what is the corollary or the secondary understandings we have to have? The secondary understandings are anything in the world other than this, how much ever they are known, they are not as Gneya as this. Whereas, whether they are known or not, if this is known, then you have known the thing to be known. That is why it is called as Gneyam. This Gneyam is worthy of or to be. Like in English, like Gamyam means the place to be reached. Then Vaktavyam, the thing that is to be spoken. Then Drashtavyam, that is to be seen by the eyes. So, in that way, everywhere, सिनेमा एक नया रिलीज हुआ तो उस दिन अरे यार फर्स्ट शो देखना ही है बिकॉज इज माय फेवरेट हीरोज मूवी. तो द्रष्टव्यम एक कर्तव्यता बुद्धि इन हिम. This is not before the exams come. I'm just imagining. You all take up your books, study them with such a kartavyata buddhi ki these days even the World Cup is there next to my house happening. I'm not going to watch it. Kartavyam is to study. Good imagination. So too, when you are too hungry, bhoktavyam, I must have the food to eat. I must eat the food. And somewhere you have to go, gantavyam. Something you have to gain, praptavyam. So you know all that? In the same way, here gnatavyam or gneyam. Gneyam means you must know beta kuch bhi karo if you are a human being. And who is telling it? Lord. Arjuna asked, Bhagwan could have said, ऐसा वैसा कुछ नहीं है. But he did not say. He said, मैं बता रहा हूं तुमको ज्ञेय क्या है. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? Arjuna's question is right. Bhagwan's answer is right and authentic. Therefore, there is something Gneya to be known must and should by you and I for our own evolution. Okay, first line I explained to you. Yat gneyam tat pravakshyami. That which is worthy of knowing must be known, should be known. I am telling you. Immediately a question should come. And whatever it is that gneyam, why should I know? बनिया का बुद्धि बोलते हैं उसको. बनिया is व्यापारी. Always he thinks what is my profit first. Bhagavan says never mind. Not only a baniya, without any proper phala, asakti or expectation, nobody involves in anything in the world. Therefore, that question mark face of why should I know that neyam? What is the benefit of it is acceptable, A Arjuna. Therefore, I am going to tell you that Gneyam, when you know, when I am teaching you, what is the result of it? That is the second part of the first line. What is that? Yat Jnatva. Having known this, we attend to Amrutam Ashnute. You will experience immortality. Yat Jnatva, having known that Ashnute, you will enjoy you are enjoy, you will experience Amrutam, immortality. Yajnatva Amrutam Ashnute. Now, you have to pause here. What is it? In this world, every experience, is it Mrutam or not? Think about it. It is ending, na? Interesting point. There are some things which may be lasting long. We attend to. But by ourselves, are we Amrutam as a body, etc.? No, we ourselves are by Mrutam. तो मैंने एक घर बनाया 200 साल टिकेगा बट मैं जीऊंगा क्या उतना साल like parliament is made, it can be standing to all onslaughts or all weather conditions for 150 years, but I am not going to I am Mrutam. Yesterday I heard Ayodhya temple 1,000 years, no repair is required for it, such a beautiful way it is being done. Ram Mandir, so 22nd Jan it is going to be inaugurated 2024 को 2024 में. I know 500 years onwards, we are waiting for it. All Hindus, lakhs and crores, those who have prayed for our temple to come back, everybody's prayers and everybody's efforts now bringing our mandir back to us. So, to our Shiva Mandir, Krishna Mandir, all 25 to 30,000 mandirs which they have broken, every one of them should come back to us. We have not broken there even one place of worship. Anyway, the idea is what? Ki, I am the Mrutam. The things that are in front of me also are Mrutam. Now, Bhagavan says, yeah, this Gneyam which I am going to tell you, if you know it, you yourself, listen to next sentence carefully. You yourself experience yourself to be immortal. Amrutam Ashnute. Now क्या है? Because I identify with the body being perishable, when I grow old to age of 60, 70, from then onwards, the fear of death keeps on coming. For you, the youngsters, that thought won't come because you're in a different mood of health and energy and all that. अप टू 30, 35, 40 तक इसका डर नहीं होता. उसके बाद थोड़े थोड़े प्रॉब्लम से होता है. एज यू ग्रो टू 60, 65, देन द फियर, देन यू सी योर ओन फ्रेंड्स एटसेट्रा क्लीन बोल्ड हो रहे, तो डर और भी लगने लगता है मरने का. और जितना डरो या ना डरो, मर तो जाएंगे ही एज ए बॉडी. But this is such a Gneya Vastu. When I know it, and when I know it as my own self. Then that Vastu being Amruta, I experience Amrutatva. Like the body is perishable, I consider myself to the body. Therefore, the perishability of the body, the old age of the body, the senility of the body, the disease of the body, am I not feeling and experiencing as if they are me or mine? Instead of that, you will experience to be birthless, deathless, changeless, immortal. That is the result of this one. Amrutam Ashnute. You will experience yourself to be immortal. You are in that bliss and ananda. You don't need outer thing for contacting through senses and get some pleasures. And through senses contacting some objects and getting pleasure is a very grossest way of being happy or becoming happy. Very grossest. The highest and subtlemost is this one. So, yat gneyam tat pravakshyami, yat gnatva amrutamashnute. See, every word I am explaining. Tooth बार तुम पूरा ही गीता को सुनोगे ना, you will really get a good clarity of it. You can even master it. Not even one shloka we have done so far without explaining you every word meaning and total meaning and its spiritual sadhana and vyavahara. So yat gneyam, that which is worthy of knowing, tat, that alone, pravakshyami, in all crystal clear terms, I am going to tell you. Because that is gneyam, you must know. And also because you are only intelligent, you asked me. है ना? प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञमेव च एतद् वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च हे Keshava. You have asked me in the beginning. So I remember that I am answering. And why I have to tell you? Why should you know? Yat jnatva amrutam ashnute. Okay. Now, in the second line onwards, for the next 3.5 to 4 shlokas, Bhagavan goes on giving us the knowledge about this Gneya Vastu. It is metaphysical, it is it is a very subtle, substantial. It is not like any of the things which you know through the faculties. Therefore, to you, the youngsters, in the beginning, it appears to be absolutely a bouncer going up above कि बैट को ऊपर लगाया तो भी नहीं लगा. Yeah, it becomes extra Dunlop wide. And nowadays, new rules have come in T10 and all. कि even the wide can be is considered as no ball. तुमको बताया ना, एक दूसरा तीसरा लाइन निकाल के खैर लकीर खींच के उसके आगे डालोगे it will be a no ball. Difference between no ball and wide is in the no ball there is a free hit, not in the wide. So for you the youngsters it may appear no ball or a wide or even a bouncer, and if you try to defend it you will be LBW. है ना? क्रिकेट अभी चल रहा है ना, इंडियन विमेन्स नाइस गेम दे आर प्लेइंग 240 फॉर 3 विकेट्स और 4. सो yet when you try you can grasp. देखो, success should never be worried by you. You should never worry about success. You should always be concerned about efforts. Putting efforts is the success, isn't it? Naturally when you are going on putting efforts in that you are successful, the other success obviously comes to you. That is why failure is never failure. Not putting effort is failure. Success is never success. Putting effort is success. So we are putting in effort in trying to understand it. पकड़ में आए तो आया, आज नहीं तो कल, कल नहीं तो परसों आएगा. Because you are relentlessly putting effort. मजेदार है कि नहीं बात? Okay. So having promised to Arjuna that yad gneyam tat pravakshami yad gnatva amritamashnuте, now he is telling very categorically, very directly from here onwards in the next 4-5 shlokas. One by one we see. First, the Gneya Vastu. Okay, its name, according to our Hindu Shastras, is Param Brahma. Okay, what is its name? Param Brahma. Now add both the things and make a complete sentence and help yourself, inspire yourselves. What is that? Param Brahma Gneyam. Therefore, the Supreme Brahman alone is the one which is worthy of knowing. So, Param Brahma Gneyam. So, yet Param Brahma Gneyam Tat Pravakshami. That way you can add this to the first line and make a sentence complete. And feel that in your own language. Though I am talking in English, आपको जिस लैंग्वेज में इजी में पकड़ में आता है उस लैंग्वेज में पकड़ो. Many of us are familiar to understand in our mother language, mother tongue, though we transact in the national that the official national not official language as well as the international language. International is English, official is Hindi. Hindi is not national language, only official. तो जिस भाषा में आपको समझ में आता पकड़ो. Okay. So I will tell you it in Sanskrit. Okay. Yat param brahma. Sentence 1. 2. Yat param brahma gneyam. Continuation. Yat param brahma gneyam tadu. Yat param brahma gneyam tad pravakshyami. है ना? यत परम ब्रह्म ज्ञेयम तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि यत ज्ञात्वा अमृतम अश्नुते. See how we can adding one by one word we can become clear in the understanding. In this way our Sanskrit Upanishadic shlokas or Gita shlokas we have to understand and become deeper in the understanding with the closed eyes inside the heart feeling it. Therefore, the completeness of these two things so far is what? Param Brahma is the only thing which is worthy of knowing, because only when it is known we experience immortality. Any other thing, when we know it or gain it, the thing is mortal and I am also mortal. Therefore, it is neither Gneyam worthy of knowing nor to be obtained also by putting efforts. Not knowing this, we are spending all our life in knowing and putting efforts and gaining those things which are perishable. Along with them, hum bhi perish ho rahe. And we are flooded in the river or ocean, and we are holding on to some support, and along with the support, maybe उसमें बह गया. विचित्र है कि नहीं? है ना? एक मोटा fellow was flowing in the water. He wanted help. He there is पतला fellow gave the hand. इसने उसका हाथ पकड़ा. ये भी उसके साथ गया. होता है कि नहीं? On the other hand, you have a very strong support holding on to which you come out of the flooding and perishing onto the safe banks. In the same way, we are all flooded in the world of samsara, technically called, holding on to all perishable things. Along with them, we are also perishing. We are all become mortal. So the imperishable and immortal is Param Brahma. Okay, knowing it is being it, knowing it is gaining it, knowing it is experiencing it. That Parabrahma, because it is immortal, that immortal experience is mine. Okay, now from now onwards, of that Parambrahma, the qualities, the Lakshanas are hinted. And then, in search of that object with these Lakshanas, we reach to it. As what? As our own self. That is called as pure spiritual meditation for moksha. All other meditations give concentration, give peace of mind, but they don't give moksha. The meditation on the Parabrahma as described or hinted or indicated by Geetha or the Upanishads is the only way by which we discover that Parabrahma as ourselves, and that Brahman being Amrita, that experience becomes ours. That's why I said it is a little tougher. It is like a bouncer or wide ball, but repeatedly you listen, you will be able to grasp it. Okay? I tell you, who am I? Actually, I am such a hanging individual. Such hanging individual, me, identifying with different things, I am behaving differently and getting different experiences. Okay? That is the basic thought, you catch it. So I am I, that's all. But that I identified this body, I become man or woman. Then because of this body identity, to this couple, I become son. Indeed. And because of this education, I have become that engineer or doctor. And because of that person, I became friend to him. Because so much bank balance, I call myself as rich. Because I'm elected, I'm called as who am I? I am someone who is all of this and none of this. Isn't it? That I, there's other way. That with a real his own self also he can identify. That's permanent. He is called as Brahman. Once one I recognize myself, not as man or woman, not as doctor or lawyer, not as intelligent or non-intelligent, not as all the educated or uneducated, but the Brahman, that is immortality. That is called our real spiritual evolution. Other than that, all these identities, none of them are permanent, no? Like I'm a doctor. I can't be permanent. 60, 70 years, I can't I will be the patient. After 70, I can't be a liar. Liar. I will be a liar or I will be a criminal only. I can't be permanent in any of the. They're all upadhis. Again, the education also become outdated. New education comes up. Newer things. है ना? आजकल रेडियो कैसे रिपेयर करे कौन ही पढ़ाता नहीं क्योंकि रेडियो सब गॉन all outdated they are like that so many. So, understood? Yat param brahma tat gneyam. Yat param brahma yat gneyam tat aham pravakshyami. Yat gnatva amrutam ashrute. There is a Brahman which we have to know. Here, the knowing is being. And that knowing Brahman is not with any of the faculties, but when we consciously transcend those faculties. That's called meditation. In meditation, only three things are done. One, we detach our identity from the faculties. Two, therefore, we are no more the individual entity expressing through those faculties. Therefore, what remains? We remain as that self, which is not any entity through any of the faculty, but the real reality. That is very sublime. That's very subtle. That cannot be shown. Like when you say you are dukhi, you may put all the frowning face, etc. I ask you, show me the Dukhi fellow. Can you show me? But do you deny when I say that no, I can't see the Dukhi in you? You are experiencing it in you, no? So too, you are very happy and smiling, laughing. They may be hints because commonly when the fellow is smiling, laughing, somebody expects that he is happy. But I ask you, मेरे को ये symptom नहीं देखना. Show me the happy person in you. Can you show me? But does it mean that you are not having that experience? स्वामी जी मैं नहीं बता सकता आपको कितना खुश हूं मैं. कहते भी हो ना कितना दुखी हूं मैं नहीं बता सकता क्योंकि वो चीजें बता नहीं सकते. My experience is mine, yours is yours. In the same way, so many experiences. A beautiful natural scene you saw. Our best experience is an electrical shock, you got it. Maja aaya. You can't communicate it to anyone, but you had an experience. In the same way, the experience of the self cannot be put in words, but it can be experienced. When it is experienced, it is Amritam. That self alone in the Vedas called as Vedanta called as Param Brahma. Therefore, out of two things, one thing Bhagavan achieved. What are the two things? One, what is Neyam he has to say. Second, what are the qualities of that Neyam and how to gain that Neyam. The first point Bhagavan achieved, Param Brahma is Gneyam. Result he told, Yajnatva Amritam Vashrute. Now, what is that Param Brahma Lakshanas? From here, the next 3.5 shlokas. Okay, in the first shloka, three things are told. One is Anadimat, second is Sat, Nasat, third Na Asat. है ना सेकंड लाइन में वही है ना अनादिमत परम ब्रह्म न सत्तन्ना सदुच्यते. So that is beginningless or causeless, and it is neither the cause nor the effect. It is something beyond these three. What is the meaning of it? Slowly, steadily, simply, beautifully, we try to communicate to you tomorrow. So this Gneya Vastu about Brahman. After that, the Prakriti and Purusha also. Slowly we study as we studied what is Kshetra, what is Kshetrajna, what are the Jnanam or the values. हम तो आराम से धीरे धीरे बढ़ा रहे. आप कितने रेगुलर हो, आ रहे हो नहीं आ रहे हो, सुन रहे हो नहीं सुन रहे हो, होमवर्क कर रहे हो नहीं कर रहे हो, याद रख रहे हो कि नहीं, इंपॉर्टेंस दे रहे हो कि नहीं, तो ऑल ऑफ दैट हाउ कैन आई कमेंट. It is in your hands. If you like the knowledge, if you love the knowledge, if you really want to evolve spiritually, if you really give that glory to the glorious Sanatana Dharma and our Shastras, then you are serious, sincere, regular, and you are effortful. You will be able to grasp. But one guarantee is through the Gita Adi, when you become very wise, na Gita ka Jnana Pakar, you can never suffer in life like earlier. More and more practical, 100% practical, you are liberated only as it is said just now. Yajnatva Amrutam Ashnute. Thank you. We'll continue tomorrow. Chant the shloka once. Gneyam yattat pravakshyami yat jnatva amrutam ashnute anadimat param brahma nasattanna saduchyate. हो गया? Now done. Today's third program is over. Fourth one we are doing our chanting every day. देखो, starting with Prarthana mantras, continuing with Veda mantra, studying the sublime, beautiful text Gita, concluding with Stotram. See how beautiful are our classes, how useful, how divinizing, how integrating, how empowering us in positive way. Isn't it? Add this also to your life. I'm not fighting with you and arguing with you and shouting at you, telling that you drop all the other nonsense you are doing. When you are matured with the knowledge of this, knowing this as the goal, you yourself will give it up. For that, I'll wait. हमने तो ऐसा कभी नहीं कहा बेटा टीवी देखना बंद करो आई इवन इफ आई टेल विल यू लिसन और व्हाट आई नो दैट इतना कॉमन सेंस है मुझे. मैं तो कहता हूँ ये पॉजिटिव भी जिंदगी में ऐड करो एंड विथ फुल authority I am telling you that in times of need this is the only knowledge which comes as support to you, not your other worldly things nor your parent. None of them can support us when the dire situations come. Only the knowledge, spiritual knowledge gained through the shastras satsanga, that alone rescues us. ये तो गारंटी है. अब बोलूंगा तो मैं आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. जब सिचुएशन आएगा then you will know it. Therefore, my request to you is what? Be regular, serious, and understand all these and its importance. Be habituated. नो हनुमत त्रिकाल स्मरणम. तो हनुमान जी का स्मरण अर्ली मॉर्निंग, दोपहर में, शाम को. Okay, all the three shlokas we'll chant once, and the meaning of the first one I will explain you. Om Atashri Hanumat Trikala Smaranam. Om Pratasmarami Hanumantamananta Viryam Shri Ramachandra Charanambuja Chancharikam Lankapuri Dahanavandita Deva Brundam Sarvartha Siddhi Sadanam Prathita Prabhavam Madhyam Namami Vrujinar Navataranayika Dharam Sharanya Muditanupama Prabhavam Sitadhi Sindhu Parishoshana Karma Daksham Vandaru Kalpatarumau Vyayam Anjaneyam. Third, Sayam Bhajami Sharanopasrutakilarti Punja Pranashana Vidhau Prathita Pratapam Akshantakam Sakalarakshasavamshadhuma Ketum Pramodita Videha Sutam Dayalum Iti Shri Hanumat Trikala Smaranam. First one, Pratah Smarami. Early morning I remember. Whom? Hanumantam. Hanumanji. I taught you during the Hanuman Chalisa. Hanumana means like the first value of the 13th chapter. Amanitvam. जिनका मान नहीं है, जिनका मान का हनन हुआ, वो हनुमान है. Who has no ego. That is how the Lord could function through him. That's how he could do the seva of Rama. Those who have mana ego, they do their own seva, not of the world or the God. They live a very limited life. So Hanuman means jinka man ka hanan hua. This is the technical etymological word or the meaning. The Hanuman, the other meaning is what? Jinka Hanubhaga, this portion of the jaw, has got little shaken, broken. Because when Indra hit him with Vajrayudho, when he fell from such a top high sky, when he went for that Surya Bhagavan taking him to be the fruit, wanting to eat, when Surya gave him, sorry, Indra gave one Vajrayudha blow, when he fell on the Hanu onto the earth. That's why a little breakage it has come. इसलिए उनका नाम हनुमान बना. Otherwise, his name is Marutputra Maruti. Kesari Nandana Anjanena Putra. This was his names. So Pratar Namami Hanumantam. Okay, to Hanuman. Pratah Smarami Hanumantam. Okay, who is he? What are his greatnesses? Ananta Viryam. He has got infinite of Virya, the capacity. Now, technically, the Virya is all the inner sacred energy conserved when one follows the Brahmacharya, not involving in any carnal physical things. Hanumanji being Naishtika Ajanma Brahmachari, all his inner ojas, tejas is conserved. And that Viryam inside is the one which becomes knowledge in the Buddhi or can be used for gaining the knowledge by the Buddhi, which is the one because of which heart is pure with all positive emotions, because of which every of the Indriyas are very powerful and strong and long lasting, and body also is full of energy, etc. Such person, because of this practice of brahmacharya, conserves all his virya, is highly effective, highly creative, highly constructive, highly achieving person of the world. So this is the literal meaning. The other practical meaning is Ananta Virya means whose Virya or power is endless. That he goes on working for the Rama as a Chiranjeevi without needing any retirement or the rest. हमारा वीर्यम अनंत नहीं है. 1 घंटा गीता क्लास सुन ली, थक गए रे बाबा बोलते. पढ़ाई करने के लिए एक पुस्तक निकाला, 2 lines you study, no वीर्यम, tired. But TV, we like a ullu, we watch 3 hours. Hanumanji is Ananta Virya. है ना. In Gita also it came. अनंत बाहुम अनंत वीरियम 11th chapter भगवान को कृष्ण को अर्जुन डस तम आदि देव पुरुष पर अनंत वीर्य. So here is Prata Smarami Hanumantam Ananta Viryam. One thing. Second is Sri Ramachandra Charanambuja Chancharikam. Chancharika is Bhavana. And Bhavana mainly always mandarata rehta hai, moves around the flower only. So Bhagwan Sri Rama's feet are the ambuja, the lotus. So the Hanumanji is the Bhavara, the honeybee, which are always wandering at the feet of the Lord, which is like lotus. Therefore, Bhagwan Charana Bhakti is the Amrita or the ambrosia or the nectar or the honey for the Hanumanji named Chancharika, the bee. Means what? Always Bhagwan ke Charana mein bhakt. Clear? Third one, Lanka Puri Dahana. The one who went and burnt away entire Lanka. Burning Lanka means burning materialism. Removing from our life the Bhautikavada of indulging in the objects through senses and becoming subtler in inner emotions, inner knowledges, inner spirituality, etc. Symbolically. Practically, he went and really burnt the entire Lanka, which is full of Rakshasas. Nowadays also nothing new. Every country bombs the other country thinking that they are Shatrus. You can see the Israel Palestine, you can see the Ukraine and Russia. एग्जाम्पल्स. तो यहाँ तो हनुमान जी लंका में राक्षस आ रहे थे, सीता खोज के लिए गए, उन्होंने उनको पूंछ जला दी, जला के रख दिया लंकापुरी दहनम. Lankapuri is the world of Bhautikavada materialism, which pulls us down from a human life to animalistic life, which denies the dignity of being human. And as a human, you have to evolve in discovering what is the substratum beyond the whole world. उसके बजाय you are like an animal only enjoying in the भोग of the world. That is called लंकापुरी. उसका जला दिया, जला के राख कर दिया. Like this 1 hour when you come to the class, you also do the Lankapuri Dahana, but not completely burnt. When the class is over again, you go back to Lanka only, your own world of TV, cinema, and all nonsense. So Lankapuri Dahanam. Then because of this, Nandita Deva Brundam. All the Devata groups, Yaksha, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Siddha, Charana, Gandharva, all of them were happy because these Rakshasas, guided by, empowered by Ravana, used to go and trouble every one of them. Like the Islamic terrorists of the world. They don't allow anybody to be peaceful. वही एक ही काम है बेवकूफों को, किसको ब्लास्ट करना है, किसको अपने के ऊपर ही बम लगाकर उड़ाना है. आई डोंट नो व्हाट टाइप ऑफ एजुकेशन दे गिव टू दोस फेलोस. पागल है वो राक्षस. These Rakshasas are like that. Hanuman even went and burned all Lanka. Isn't it? The whole world is peaceful now because that Hamas में जो हो रहा है उसको finish कर रहे हैं. Remember, terrorists are eliminated, whoever they are, to whatever the clan, religion, way of expression they belong to. And nobody should support them. After all, together as a human beings, live a noble life we have to, instead of that killing. If you kill, you also get killed now. अब ऐसा तो जीवन में नहीं चलता. Very powerful, na, this thinking. These Rakshasas were tyrannical to all good people. When Lanka is burnt and so many were finished, they were all happy. Therefore, Nandita Deva Vrindam. Even Devataon ko bhi Hanuman ji ne khush kar di by burning this Lanka. Third one. Fourth one, Sarvartha Siddhi Sadhanam. Sarva means all. Artha means Purusharthas. Dharma Artha Kama Moksha. Siddhi to give us. Sadhanam is the abode. देखो एक दुकान होते, एक ही चीज बेचते हैं वहां, but there is supermarket. Anything you want, you'll get there. So Hanuman ji is like a supermarket. Sarva Artha Siddhi. Technically, all arthas are purusharthas. The 4 purusharthas are dharma, artha, kama, moksha, about which I spoke to you at least 10 times. In this category only come your own education, your own study, your own naukri, your own money. सारा मिलकर ये चारों पुरुषार्थ में होते हैं. तो all of them are given to us by Hanuman ji if we worship him. So sarva artha siddhim sadanam and prathita prabhavam. And always Hanumanji's prabhava, his effort, his power and his achievements are very clear and evident and famous. He is the one character who never encountered failure anywhere. That is called Prathita Prabhava. Prathita Prabhava means proven achievements, proven powers, proven valors, proven effectivenesses. Prathita Prabhava. Not only on papers theory. ना किसी ने कहा मुझे मंत्री बनाओ मैं करके दिखाता हूँ ये वो लिख कर तो दिया बट उसको मंत्री बनाया तो कंत्री बन गया so उसका प्रभाव प्रतीत नहीं है on the other hand somebody is given chance now you see in all the three states of Madhya Pradesh and also Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh three simple people are given chief ministership now we have to see how much they show their prabhava by really ruling those states for the integrity and prosperity of the whole state isn't it so to somebody is made as captain. So T20 series, India playing South Africa, third match today. Now show your captaincy skill. Pratita Prabhavaha. Isn't it? You also. You are given respect to duties, etc. Show your Prabhava to be conspicuous to others. कॉलेज स्कूल जा रहे हो तो अपना प्रभाव देखो एज ए स्टूडेंट के रूप में नौकरी कर रहे हो तो अचीव ऑल द टारगेट्स एंड प्रूव योर प्रभाव तो हनुमान जी का प्रभाव हमेशा प्रथित होता है मीन्स स्पष्ट रूप से दिखता है इट इज नाइदर हिडन नॉर नेवर एक्सप्रेस्ड ऑलवेज हनुमान जी प्रभाव ऑफ गिविंग ऑल द सिद्धिस प्रभाव ऑफ बर्निंग लंका एंड इवन मेकिंग देवतास आनंद एटसेट्रा इट इज ऑलवेज प्रथित इट इज ऑलवेज वेरी वेल शोन वेरी वेल नोन therefore let us not have doubt at all thus remember Hanumanji so pratasmarami hanumantamanantaviryam Sri Ramachandra charanambuja chancharikam Lankapuri dahananandita deva vrundam sarvartha siddhi sadanam prathita prabhavam. Thank you. We have started a beautiful thing. Only 3 shlokas mein. Something else will continue after that. Ha! Congrats to you all. Thank you to all for being with me and giving me this chance to speak to you on this Hanumanji related stotram and also Geetha. And we have done our Rudram. 10th Anuvaka is over of Chamaka. One more and one more are there. That will be over. Something else we take up. And before that, we have done our initial chantings. Thank you for your presence. Be sincere, be regular. Let us learn together. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांतिमाप्नुयात् शांतो मुच्चेद मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. See you.